Hello everyone and welcome back to the Coaching Masters channel. I am so excited to dive into this next topic because I feel like it is the talk of the town, right? Everyone is talking about it. Everyone wants to know more about it. And that is the technology of AI and what that means for the future of business, the future of work. Does that mean that we are getting rid of jobs? You know, all of these different things. And so I'm going to be talking about this topic just in relation to coaching. And so this video is all about becoming a coach in the age of AI. Now, there are probably a bunch of questions. I know a few people out there are just stressing about how AI is going to be taking over all our jobs. Although we are going to see some jobs disappearing, we are not going to be seeing all jobs disappearing. And something that I see quite often is that it's not that AI is going to come in and replace everyone's jobs, but the people who are using AI are the people that are going to beat out the people that are not. Now, I really want to talk to this in the realm of coaching and what that looks like and why it's exciting. And in a world that is becoming so much more full of automations and artificial intelligence, there truly is one superpower that stands out above the rest. It is unmatched, and that is the power of human connectedness, empathy, and personal growth. Now, this is huge because guess what? As coaches, this is exactly what we do. Now, just picture this, right? Because I'm sure we have all seen automations come in, and I just want you to think about all the times that you have gone to call your bank or something's wrong with your internet or anything, and you pick up the phone and you get to talk to a robot. You talk to that automated message and it just drives you crazy. And you have to sit there, you have to listen through all the numbers, you have to kind of work your way. And some of the times the thing that you want isn't even there, and then you have to wait and go through the process and then talk to an auto or a human anyways. And it just takes so long. And the whole time you're just like, oh, I just wish that I could have talked to a human to begin with. Same thing with chat boxes. How frustrating are chat boxes where you have something specific that you need to find out, you're having a problem somehow, and you enter it in the chat box and it has no idea what you're even talking about. And it's like, did you mean this? And you're like, no, I meant the thing that I put in there. And the chat box just doesn't understand you. It takes you to all these irrelevant things. And then finally, if you're lucky, you get to then be directed to a human, and that human connectedness, that human feeling just is so important. It feels so much better when you finally get that human on the phone, and 10 times out of 10, you're like so frustrated by the end of dealing with the machine that you're just like, oh my gosh, finally just someone that I can talk to who hopefully understands my issue and the thing that I'm going through. So hopefully through this example, you can just see how valuable human connection is, and that in certain areas especially, it's not going to go away. And we are very, very fortunate that I believe that coaching is one of those areas, because it's just so important to have someone that completely understands you, can empathize with you, that human to human connection. And I mean, who knows what the future is going to hold eventually, but still at this moment, I don't think that machines are understanding us and able to do that to the extent that a human can and will be able to for however many years. I don't want to talk too quick because I know technology always comes in and kind of shakes things up, but I do just believe that human connection always needs to be there, especially with coaching. I personally wouldn't like to work with a machine in that form because I just want that human interaction. It feels so good to just express something to somebody else and have that conversation face to face or over a computer, wherever. So I truly believe that while AI is transforming a bunch of different industries, the need for that human connection and emotional intelligence has never been more important. And this truly just opens so many doors for you as a life coach, because you get to help people through that journey and you get to have a significant impact on them and their future, and you can guide them to their fullest potential. There are just so many changes that are happening in the world. Just recently, I moved back to London just a couple weeks ago from having lived in Bali for 8 months, I believe, something like that. And already in that time, I've come back, I've gone to the shopping malls, and all of the shopping malls have been replaced by these insane technologies where they're just completely getting rid of that face-to-face interaction pretty much. So for example, I mean, it may be like this for in your city too, but this was completely new for me, was that you would just take the clothes that you want, go to the changing room, hold all the items up against the little scanner thing, and it would tell you how many pieces of items you had and what they were. And then same thing when you went to go pay, instead of going to a cashier that was going to, scan and do everything for you, you just did it all yourself. You had a big basket, you put everything in the basket, and it automatically, you didn't have to scan anything. It just knew all of the items that you put in there, all of their prices, and then you just had to pay, and you removed the security tag yourself. So it's a whole system that's set up around that. Now, this is incredible. This is so cool. But again, we've completely now eliminated more jobs and that human interaction where you're probably only going to have one or two people maybe standing guard and just making sure that nobody needs help with those things. But at the same time, when I was there, I mean, there was maybe one other person that was kind of off doing something else, and I was just doing the whole process by myself. So we're going to see this more and more with tons of different jobs where human connection is just disappearing left, right, and center. So people are going to be craving that with you as a coach. They're going to be craving that person that they can just talk to in that kind of interaction with a human. So what does this mean for your future? We'll take a look at your job and see, one, is your job potentially going to be completely replaced by technologies, or will your job still be there, but because of the help of AI, they are going to pick the people that know how to use AI best, eliminating quite a few other jobs along the way. Because if you have 3 people doing something, and then you have one person that's doing AI that can now take on more responsibilities because they have this thing that is helping them quicker, achieve things way quicker at a quicker pace, then the other 2 just all of a sudden become disposable. Right? It's important to be thinking about how safe you are in your career in the future and what's to come. And if you are feeling not so secure, then coaching is going to be something that can give you that security, because more and more people are just going to crave that human interaction, which is a service that you can provide, and you are not going to be easily replaced because, like I said, the majority of people probably don't want to be coached by a robot. Now, I'm sure there are people out there that do, but I think there are going to be way, way more people that are looking for that human connection. And so you're just not going to be easily replaced, especially not in this point in time. I also think that this is such a great time to become a coach as well, because it is going to be so needed. And these are just some of the things that I see really, really becoming important in the future as technology grows and as AI grows. And that is that you can now start to be the coach of these people who have lost their jobs, who don't know a new path forward. You can help them find something for their future when their career, unfortunately, is no longer needed. I know for me personally that I realize how valuable coaching is. Life coaching gave me the tools to deeply connect with other people, and to me that is honestly just completely irreplaceable, and it allows me to create meaningful change in the lives of others and also myself. Now, a lot of people that I talk to and work with who are becoming coaches at the moment do this because they want a new sense of fulfillment. They want something that gives them a purpose. And this is something that is absolutely still going to be the same in the future, but there are even more reasons to go into this work now, because as this AI world develops and becomes more complex, you are going to be the one that offers that human connection that really fuels people. And you're going to be able to guide them through their challenges and empower them in this new world so that they can adapt and embrace their own potential moving forward. And a lot of people are probably going to feel quite lost, and you get to be that person that comes in and helps get them from A to B so much quicker than if they were going to do it themselves. So if you can hone in on coaching earlier, sooner, then you can be the person that gives them that self-awareness, that helps them find clarity so that they can create this transformation that helps them to adapt and excel on a personal and professional level in that new world. People that adapt are always the ones that thrive. Now, one of the huge benefits that comes along with building your own coaching business is obviously just that freedom that comes along with it. So many people are now able to work online, to work from anywhere in the world. But one thing that I do see is that even though people can potentially work from home, a lot of offices want you to still work in the same country, work in the same time zone, or they've got kind of stricter rules, or maybe you have to go in a couple days a week. Whereas if you start your own business, then you truly can work from anywhere in the world. You can have a base and do this type of work just from home, or you can have that base and travel out and explore anywhere, everywhere, live in different countries. The world is truly your oyster, and there is not a better time than to go out there and just be able to live your life and enjoy it, right? We've seen a big crash, I think, in that hustle culture, in needing to work all the time and slave away and not have any of that free time to really go out and enjoy life. This is your time. If you build that business, yes, there may be work that goes into it, but the more you work in the beginning, the more that's going to free up your time later on. And plus, you're probably going to enjoy that creation, and you're going to enjoy seeing new places and make the most of that life and not have to be stuck just doing the same old thing, going to the same old office day after day, because there's so much world beyond that to just explore. And finally, it is honestly just going to give you the chance to thrive in this new digital age. AI may excel in data analysis and research and anything like that, but it will not replace empathy. We will never be able to give a machine empathy. It's just never going to be able to have that emotion and have that emotional intelligence, whereas you do. So this is your gift that you can use with the world to help people to improve and really embrace that personal growth. Now, I know that there's so many different perspectives about AI, but I truly believe that we need to use this in connectedness with each other. Together, we can use AI to unlock human potential, to use it to the best of our ability, to our advantage, and we can create a future where AI and human connection thrive in harmony. So I think that that is so beautiful. So what better chance, what better time to become a coach than in this age? And I'm going to dive into this into another video as well, just so you can see how much easier potentially AI can make your life as a coach. But hopefully just in this video, you can see that coaching is such a great career choice to go into in this age of AI, because let's face it, that human connection is everything, especially in a coach. So if you are fearful about that future, then this can be such a great choice to go into and get started with now, because the sooner that you dive into this now, the sooner that you protect yourself, and the sooner that you can really just start this career that is then going to help others who have not made that choice to secure themselves, to prepare for that future and what that looks like. There are going to be so many people that need this kind of help and this kind of work in the future. So get this all under your belt now so that you can really just excel, thrive, and help all of those people later on. I honestly don't know if I think that there's a better career out there. I mean, maybe the development of these technologies and AIs, but if that's not you, it's definitely not my specialty or forte, then this is honestly the best job out there that I could ever think of. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope you found it helpful. Let me know in the comments your thoughts about AI and, what you think that future looks like. I'd love to read them and see what you guys have to say on the topic, because it is so interesting, don't you think? I mean, the technology these days is already incredible. Who knows what's going to come in the future? But yeah, it's going to be exciting, and let us make the most of it. Let's adapt together and just really create that future world and everything it has to offer. So thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you in the next video very soon.